welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, thank you for stopping by. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Also, do not forget to turn on your notification button so you can know whenever I drop a new video. And for my current subscriber, I really want to say thank you guys. I know I've not been posting as I am supposed to, but all the same, please share with your loved ones. And information, they said, is power. And so for today's video, you'll be learning on how I was able to gain admission into the nursing program. Yes, I said nursing. Many of you are surprised. Yes, I am officially a nursing student. I started this journey a long time ago, so I am ready now to share with you guys. Maybe one person or two out there will be able to take a cue from me and then start their journey as well. It may not be nursing, maybe another program, but again, yeah, I'm now a nursing student officially. Okay, so come with me and learn the processes and what I went through, and to be able to get into this program. Okay guys, welcome back. And for many who would not know, I'm from a family whereby my parents are medical professionals. And when I say medical professional, I'm like my dad being a doctor, my mom being a nurse. So it is expected, or more likely, okay, one of the kids or one of the children would likely, take into their footsteps. I've always really wanted to be in the health sector, but I just didn't have the prerequisite to, get in. And because I was a social science student right from the onset, right? And because my first degree, marketing, second degree, human resources. So yes, I used to be HR/admin person, and all that has changed. Well, I wouldn't say I'm tossing it completely, but I mean, it could be useful in the future. But right now, we are focusing on the health field, on the science field. Yeah. So yes, and so given that, when I came to Canada, I didn't really know I could actually switch, because I thought you have to continue. I didn't have that first class information with me, and coupled with the fact that I had young kids, so I felt, oh man, it would be so hard. Many people tell you, oh, it's so hard, you can't do it. It's so tough with kids and everything. So I didn't really bother. So I decided to pursue, more of my HR. So, I continued with my HR. However, at some point, I was approved to write the CHRP exam, but I just wasn't feeling it. So I decided not to write it. And that's not to say I wasn't working. I was working in the field as a staffing coordinator as at then. But something in me was just like, you're not fulfilled here. You just need to do what exactly you really want to do. And that's not to say that HR is nice. It's nice, it's beautiful. I love it. But I just wasn't fulfilled yet. So I said it was time to take that bold step. So in 2018, while I was working, so in 2018, I felt, well, I think it's time to, start, this journey. I firstly started with the PSW program. I did this when I was on maternity, one of my maternity leaves. And maternity leave in Canada is 12 months to 18 months. And for my kind of person, I like to, I'm always active. I'm a very active person. And so for that period, I decided to take on the PSW program during my maternity leave. Of course, yeah, you have to pay. I paid because So I took up that program, yeah. And during my maternity leave, I finished the program. So I got back to work, and I got back to work. But when I finished the PSW program, I thought that I couldn't do it. I thought it was something I wouldn't be able to do, but I found myself like drawing myself to it. I liked it. I mean, the flexibility, you could have to, I had time for the kids. I could pick up my shift at any time, so I was working weekends, and I was also working during the week as a staffing coordinator. So at some point, I just had to quit the staffing coordinator job, and I faced the PSW squarely. Sounds crazy? Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's what I wanted. So I quit it, and I wanted to go into the health field. I wanted to really sample it to be sure it was something I really, wanted to do. So because of that, I quit the job. Yeah. And I focused mainly on PSW. So when I started, I think the first interview I went for my PSW job, and the manager spoke to me and she was like, "Have you considered nursing?" So I'm like, "Why?" Like, no, that I'm considering it, but I've really not really given in much of a thought to it, like, because I have kids and young kids, and how am I supposed to do that? She was like, the lady in question was like, and I quote, "You are a good candidate for nursing." So I'm like, okay, this is another point out, to, starting this nursing journey. So because of that, another pointer. So because of that, I decided that okay, I think it's time I actually, head towards this point, because even during the PSW school, I mean, I had um, so much, people telling me, "What are you doing here? Why don't you just, try the nursing program and stuff? This is something you can do. I see it in you. You have the spirit. You can do this. You can do that." So I said, okay. I decided to start my research. So I started researching what I'm supposed to do. How am I supposed to get into the program? What education do I need? What certifications do I need? So I realized that I didn't really have any of the certification or education required. Of course, as a social science student, all I did back in school was just commerce, English, maths, and whatnot and whatnot. Economics, and these are not the subjects required to be in a nursing program, right? You need health sciences like physics, maths, chemistry, biology. Of course, yes, I had biology, but again, yeah, I didn't have the major, courses like physics, chemistry, but there was math and English, and the biology. So that brings me to, okay, so what are my options? So here in Canada, you have two options. Is that you do an upgrade, and which might take you roughly, like, because you'll be assessed, and then once you're assessed, they'll be able to tell you which class they will put you. Maybe, you start from level 9 or something like that. So I wasn't really interested in that. I wanted to do something, and I know I'm done with within few months. And so I got to realize, I could also go in for the pre-health. So I took that option of the pre-health. I applied, and boom, boom, I got the admission, I got the offer, and yeah, and the journey began. So at this point, I had my last child, was just 4 months thereabout. And yes, again, I was on another maternity leave. So like, I don't like to waste my maternity leave for anything. I just like to do something and to explore, right? So I got into the pre-health sciences, and I started the program. Initially, it was really overwhelming. At some point, I was going to quit. I It was really tough. And at some point, I'm like, am I doing nursing, or I'm doing a pre-nursing program? Like, yo, this is really, 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 really tough. And I guess it was because I had four young kids, and I was also schooling. And then the last one was just about 4 months thereabout. I'm like, God, can I cope? I was at the verge of quitting. But of course, when you have loved ones around you, oh my goodness, I had loved ones around me, supporting me, telling me you can do it, my parents, my sisters, my spouse, of course, and my friends, and I have a few nursing friends as well, so they just tell me, "Oh, Timmy, you can do it, so don't worry, you're not a quitter," and everything. So kind of motivated me. And then, of course, the passion, actually, if you don't have passion for nursing, you can't really do it. That's the truth. It has to be something you're passionate about for you to be able to move ahead. So I'm just talking about pre-nursing, pre-health here, which is like a prerequisite to go into the nursing program. And it's so competitive, because nursing is competitive. So you have to do well. So it's not enough for you to get into the program. If you do not do well, if you do not meet the cutoff, then you are not guaranteed of getting a offer or a spot in the nursing program here in Canada. So I started, and then the first semester, yeah, it was like that. Eventually I got a grasp of it, and then, I, got used to the whole project, the assignment, the labs, the everything. And so it was interesting. I got to know more. Then the biology, I'm like, okay, I've done biology before, it was going to be easy, but no, this biology was more like a pre-anatomy something. So I'm like, this is not the biology I did in school. The biology I did was like amoeba and co, but this is not it. Oh my God. But anyways, to cut a long story short, it was interesting. So yes, I finished the first semester, and I got on the dean's list. Dean's list. Me? Really? Are you for real? Okay, so that also gingered me for the second semester. I was super excited. Me, this list when I got the mail. Huh? So I'm like, hey everybody, I got under this list. So I'm like, I'm for you to get this list. So that means your CGPA must have been 80 and above, right? And I'm like, yo, this is me that I do not even have any science background at all, with 4 kids, family, and everything, the whole stress. Oh my God, it was worth it. So I was really, really excited. And that's it. So second semester came and it was tougher. Goodness, chemistry. It was like I really loved chemistry, but the organic chemistry was really crazy where I had to the structures and everything. I'm like, yo, God, okay. I hope I'm able to meet up because the second semester is actually very crucial to you getting to remaining at that level, at that cutoff that you really want to. And I just continued to strive hard, to work hard. I slept late, and yeah, eventually I finished the second semester, and boom! I also got on this list again for the second time in a row. Ha! I did it. Okay, guys, I get to stop being dramatic right now. Okay, yeah, I got in, and yeah. So before, I think about March thereabouts, I think so. Before I finished, I think it was in December or something thereabout last year, December 2020. Yeah, 2020. I were asked to apply, you know, for our program. So I picked up a few schools, and you know, I just applied, and coincidentally, I got all offers. So I was torn between, should I do the RN, that's the registered nurse, or should I do the RPN, the registered practical nurse? Now here's the difference. I don't know if you have seen my video before on how to become a registered nurse. I've done a video about that. The RPN is more like 2.5 years, 2 to 2.5 years, depending on the school. Then the RN is definitely a 4-year program. Okay, so I'm considering myself, considering my age, considering everything about me. This is like more like a third or fourth fourth degree for me. So I'm like, is this something you want to do? I'm like, yeah, but it's something I want to do, but I also want to finish quickly. But again, I know myself, I do RPN, I probably want to go back to school again to make sure that I do the RN. So it was a tough decision for me. So I spoke with a lot of people that I know are in the field. Many of them told me, Timmy, that I know you'd really want to go back. My spouse said, you know what? You that I know, you do the RP and then you be like, oh no, I should have done the RN. So it was like, you know what, my dad, just go for the RN. So I spoke with a couple of people, and but either way, you speak with people just to get information, but at the end of it, you will be the one to make the decision. So I decided, to go for the RN. Okay, so I turned down other offers and I took the RN, and that was in March, and I wasn't surprised because I was one of the first few people who received the offers, and they actually had to call me to tell me because I didn't accept it on time, so I had until I think May 1st or something to accept it, and they had given me this offer since March 4th. Of course, the result was splendid. Plus, I graduated with an honors in my pre-health, of course. So yeah, oh my goodness, I'm super dramatic right now, right? So, anyways, I was able to accept the offer, and then so others who are on the waiting list can actually take the other ones that we didn't. So I was really, really happy, and I got in, and yeah, I'm back to school, guys. Oh my God, it's 4 years. 4 years. But I'm sure you guys want to stay with me on this journey to know every step of the step I take, every step of the process, and maybe to encourage one of people out there. I don't know. I'm a mom, and it's really challenging, especially in Canada where you don't have people to assist you. But again, like I said, you need to have that passion, the drive. If it's something you really want to do, go for it. And yeah, I'm really happy that I got in, because the cutoff, nursing is really, really, really very competitive, and for me to be among the first few people who got the offer was really, really encouraging, and only said something that to me that yes, you can do it. So the journey has just begun, and I hope you guys stay with me all through this journey. I'll keep you guys updated as I start my school in September. So yeah, so that's it. And on the next video, I'll be telling you on the steps to take on how to actually get into the health industry in Canada. I'll do a video on how I went about that, how I was able to transition to the health sector, and finally in the north. You can see now I'm in nursing school, so I'm so happy, guys. And so yeah, that's about it for today. I hope my story is going to inspire one or two people out there, and I hope you enjoyed my story. I'm not too much of a good storyteller. Okay, so guys, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, do not forget to turn on the notification button so you can know when next video is coming. Okay, so it's going to be, I told you guys I'm going to be talking about my lifestyle, and that involves my education part, maybe going back to school as a mature student with a mom and everything. So let's see how it goes. Okay, guys, it was nice giving the information out there. So I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, it's bye from me for now. See you.